Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever with the North Atlantic custom map. Last time around we built this magnificent wooden trestle bridge that heads between, well, the top end of the United States and well into Canada. And it's paying dividends. We're in August 1890. We've had quite a few years recently that we haven't even remotely approached, but we'll certainly get to it. We've got a lot more upgrading to do. Look at this, plenty of demand on our extended route, and that's jolly promising. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to faff around at the start of this one as little as possible, so that we can get monster amounts of progress quickly. There's my commuter route already turning a fairly handsome profit there. So there we go. Money, everybody, money, friends. That's where we're at. That's what's going on. That's what's occurring. So let's without further ado. I know we like to stop and smell the roses in these things, but we're at a stage of proceedings where the roses can just flip in weight, and we should get on with not smelling the roses. Right, today we're going to go here from Tellman North, which is working. It's a working station despite the fact that nobody lives here. I mean, I desperately need to get a bus route set up for Tellman. Interior bus routes, because until I do, these two external stations, I'm obsessed once again with this kind of loop, incredibly large system idea. But until I get those set up, we won't get growth out in this area anyway. So we're going to work out from Tellman North over to Frenchton. Now, where we go from there is kind of important. On the one hand, we have Colesver here, which is going to come out from that one. Yes, and then it's going to, I think that's going to go to Frenchton as well. So this is kind of a horseshoe that actually might suggest a nice kind of interior loop. Colesver, Weber, Frenchton, and then back to Tellman. I like that. Okay, right, we are 2 minutes 40 odd seconds into this episode. Let's see if I can build something flaming enormous this time round. Okay, right, we're against the clock. What we're going to do is we're going to build a 4-station loop very, very quickly. This is asking for trouble. I've got the cash. I've got the plan. I believe. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, I've got cash. I've got a plan. Let's make magic. Right. Okay. There's one. Now I don't need all 4 tracks. Let's pause the game here. Right now, Weber's going to be another biggie. The question is, what's the best? Or is it? No, it's not. No, I need another 4-tracker at Weber, but I need it over here. Or do I? No, I need it about here. Oh, hold on. Weber's got a station. Freaking, what am I thinking? Oh my goodness me. Oh, I had a plan earlier that I am now trying to overwrite. Although, saying that, you see, that's heading out to Colesver, which is what I want it to do. But then we've got 4 tracks here, and I don't suspect they merge. No, they don't. What am I going to do? How am I going to make that work? Oh, well, that's... Okay, abandon my lofty notion of we're going to build 4 tracks in one episode here, because we're not. Because that's a perfectly good placement. The question is, what am I going to do with it? Apologies for moments of silence while I ponder. You can almost hear the cogs working. But sometimes you do need to just put a bit of thought into something. Right, okay, look, we've got Frenchton here, which is en route, and okay, let's work from the back forwards. So we're going to come round here. Hold on, make sure we've got this connected up properly. Right, now let's have a look. Frenchton, I'm assuming, is that. There we go. Right, okay, that's my target. Now, by and large, if I head in a straight line, something along those lines, then that should be good. However, there is an oil well in the way, so maybe over here. I mean, we get the bonus there of not of not causing a massive slowdown. Equally, this bit of road is in the way, so let's get it out of the way, and then let's trot on. Mental note: put the road back. I might do it early. I have a feeling that I'm going to forget to do it unless I do it pronto. Okay, now, and this is this is quite an exciting segment, because once done, in theory, all 5 of these platforms should be getting regular traffic, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And I think, I mean, in previous series, I've done a lot of work with kind of double stations and more, and at the moment, I haven't got. I mean, I could engineer Tellman being that kind of approach that really requires a double station or something, significantly huge. Yeah, let's get rid of all of that. Now, let's see if we can get a. You've changed topic, man. You're now focusing on this. Are you going to finish off what you were talking about now? I am going to finish off what I was talking about. Yes, double stations, right? So, I'm a fan because they represent, wacky engineering, and obviously, the age-old goal of exactly how much train traffic we can actually run over these things. Now, can I, if we're very lucky, and I don't think I've got enough space there. Ignore that says I haven't got enough space. I don't think there's actually enough space. Let's pull a little bit more out of the way. If that's not enough space, it can't be done. It is enough space. It's also way longer than I need. Let's try that. Happy. We'll take it. I don't know why I'm having a renaissance for these green girder bridges. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if they were a little bit more aged. But there you go. That's the business right there. Right, some of that, bit of this. Is there a more interesting route that can take? I don't think there is. We'll just super highway all the way down here. I know I could have upgraded that, but I chose not to. And another field bites the dust. Right, and then what are you? Are you small or are you? No, let's move. Let's make it medium, and then we'll drag it down. Hold on, no, that's all the track. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get myself in the way of yet more track that actually needed stuff doing to it. Is that high enough to get under? Oh, it could be. It's not. Alright, try something smaller. Look, I'm barely touching the terrain. I should give up on that early, I think. Right, and then we might have to change our plea there. We'll run that out to there. May have merit, and then once more up here. Right, okay, no, I'm able to align the terrain. Well, it's not that hard. Alright, that's an interesting kind of Y fork going on there for almost unnecessary reasons, but I don't want to demolish any forest unless I absolutely have to, because as much as you can place your own forestry now, it doesn't look as good. The natural stuff looks better. Alright, now, do I want the inner side? I do want the inside here. So, something, can't, work with me here, work with me. This is quite a long bit of track. And you forget, you're playing on a big map. is you are covering some pretty healthy distance. Right, what do we got? Anything odd or bizarre in there? No, actually, that's neither odd nor bizarre. That's just a pretty straightforward bit of track laying. So we'll do the same coming out this way, and hopefully, once I've done this should make sense of Telman as a whole. Telman doesn't make sense. We'll see. We'll make it make sense. Yep, go on, place it in. And this is actually going to be the first new line I've placed in a while. Everything else so far has been an extension of an already running and already profitable line. Okay, good. So that looks pretty good. Right, okay, so we made it out as far as Frenchton. Let's connect that up with road now. Otherwise, once again, I will forget to do it. Let's pop you onto there, which is an unconventional route to take. However, we do have this. There we go. Let's do that as well. And then from Frenchton, we're going to go to Weber. Now, is that going to be the inside line or the outside line? Because this inside line currently has no further to go. So the inside line there is going to come up from here. In fact, let's plumb that in now. And if I get this wrong, as if such a thing were possible, but you know, let's be realistic. If I get it wrong, then no one's going to use it. I'm gonna hedge my bets that people are going to want to use it, despite the fact that there is an alternate route. But it's a separate, a completely separate section of the town, which is why it's going to be important to get this town growing up evenly around this area. Okay, right, so now from here out to the platform. And maybe this is it. Maybe this is the beginning and end of a single route. So we would come round here. We're on this interior side, I think. Yes, we're on this interior side. Keep coming round, and then we swing back out to the far end. Now that only makes sense if I link all of these tracks up, which I'm not going to do, because otherwise, why would I do that? Why would I have a four stationer when two would suffice? Well, it allows you to run double the traffic. Okay, well that's a justification, I suppose, but it's not sufficient. Right. Anyway, next task: get this up to Weber, and Weber's already set up in a pretty effective fashion. I can see this ending up, you know, with the existing Weber route extending well out in the way that the Christmas line has done. Look at that for some smooth track laying. Okay, so the perfect thing to happen here would be for this line, this second double platform here, to lead somewhere else. Now, Colesver is the only obvious candidate on that front. But I'm not feeling it. I don't think that's going to work. And the reason it's not going to work is because that's going to have to be some kind of manic speed killing loop. Loop? Yeah, I don't call it a loop, I suppose. Okay, no, I think it's going to work, and I think this is the way that it's actually going to make some money. There is enough space. There's enough space. I don't know what space you think there isn't enough of, but I beg to differ. Space we have. Alright, just get across the flipping road, will you? Let's try the other one. Because if I can't do this one, I can't do either of them. I don't want to move the road. I don't want to do it. It's kind of critical. In fact, I'm not certain that road will be able to handle the kind of traffic that's going to want to come down it. So maybe we dump it and give a bit of rail priority here. Right, there we go. Road starts griping about there not being enough space. Delete the road. There's enough space. Okay, right. So, I mean, I'm still going to need to make that connection up again. The question is, where do I want to do it? I think we'll do a patented failure tunnel here. And we'll make it inside the town. That way it could yield a little more growth townward. Something along those lines. Hook you up on there. Is there room to squeak a little road out? Hell yeah, there is. Here we go. Do another one like that. And then drag you out over here. There's enough space. Stop being difficult. There we go. Right. So, and then Colesver is our problem child here. Now, the other thing we can do is we could run down over to the, you know, this kind of area of Colesver here would allow both that track and this track to meet. And do I make Colesver a destination or a through route? I think I want a 3-platformer here. Do I? Probably. Okay, well, we're going to go with it. And if in so doing I end up having to replace it later, well, that just makes for more excitement, doesn't it? Question is, where am I going to stick it? It's going to have to be all the way out here. Yeah, a 3. A 3. And that's unconventional. I don't use 3s. No, we could actually get as far as there. Now, it's a little bit more expensive, but I think I might be able to do more appealing things with it. Right, so where's the 1? The 1 is actually not where I want it in the slightest. I wanted the 1 on the other side, ideally. Alright, well, where are we heading? Where are we heading? We're heading to Weber and Frenchton. So I can come out in a straight line as far as here before anything starts to get in any way messy. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. So terrain alignment collision, friends. You know what we say to terrain alignment collision, don't you? We say, delete the road. Right, yes, okay, I'll explain why this is going to work presently. I suspect you've already figured out why it's going to work, but you know, that just makes you a clever clogs. Out about there we'll do it. Likewise. Yes? Yes. Probably. Maybe yes. Once again, see, look, your commentary dries up when you're thinking too much. Just do a bunch of thoughtless track laying and occasionally, you know, make incoherent muttering noises and people will be happy. You don't need to be clever with this stuff. Right, okay, good. So, oh yeah, the other challenge I've got coming up soon is laying a bridge / tunnel under or over a station. Because many have said it can be done, and in my vast experience, I've always given up quite quickly. So you're probably right. I'm probably just giving up too fast. But basically that's a gauntlet thrown down right there. Right, head out there. There we go. Now, is that right? Everything coming down this way? No. We are going to need a... I mean, I should do this as a matter of course anyway, really. It's a bit far away from the station, though. That's fine. People will wait, and the spacing will sort it out over time. There we go. Right. Okay, good. Let's get this done, because I'm anxious to kind of throw some trains down it and make it work. And with 4 million in the bank, I'm going to throw as many trains down it as I can afford. You head out over there. Something along those lines. Good. Right, that's that side done, and we just have the Frenchton side to complete as well. Have I got any missing roads still? Yes, I have. No, that's track. We want road. What do you think? Put some street on? We'll put some street on. There we go. It's ugly, but I'll remodel that at another point. Right, what I want to do... Where's my loose end here? Right there. So you're going to come up this way-ish, and then I've got to get you merged onto that track there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The challenge on that one is actually something outside my control. The trick is, I mean, it's an A-train trick. That is yeah, that was perfectly acceptable. Where did you get rid of it? Yeah, the trick is not causing queues to emerge too dramatically, because obviously once you start getting a queue form on a track, your lead train will be fine, but others will start stacking up behind it, and you'll end up in a situation where your profits drop out the floor. Oh, what's going on here? I don't want to bridge there unless I have to. No, I don't. It's just some arbitrary track inclination. And that's why I don't build zoomed out. Alright, let's get it done. Okay, now, I mean, we're ending up in a place where it's not quite the glamorous circuit of which I spake at the beginning of this episode. However, I think it's interesting enough to warrant your attention. Let's plonk that down there for now. Link this back up in a sec. Right, now we're going to want to start the turn. Otherwise, there's no way in hell. See, look, there you go. See, if I don't start the turn early, we ain't going to get round in time. Oof. There we are. There it is. How's that? Not a lot of room for manoeuvre, but I think we're going to chance it. Because any tighter than that, well, any looser than that, we have to swan neck. Any tighter, and we bleed off a hell of a lot of speed. Okay. Right, so now we need those to be properly fused, which the easiest way to do that is to get the 4-piece of track built in, because if there's any this is repeating stuff from like 3 seasons ago, but if there is a gap between your ballast, you will not be able to create points without a lot of fuss. So get the ballast properly hooked up first, and right, I need to get all the way across, which I can do because there's the diamond crossing, so we'll use the whole of that. And then I just need to get you on there as well. Go on, if you were to do this, this would be a feat of engineering marvellousness. I'm not going to do it, I'm going to have to do it earlier. How much track did I just delete? A reasonable amount, but not excessively. Let's go from here. So I want this section of track to be single track for a short amount of time as possible. Like that. That's pretty good. Alright, that's going to work. He said, laughing. Right, where's that bit of road that I just deleted? It was next to a building of some description. It's over here, isn't it? There we go. What are you? Your track. Okay, I need you to connect up to here. Let's build us a bridge. Okay, right, I think it's going to take me a lot longer than, 5 minutes or so to correctly route all of this lot. I don't think that's an unreasonable assumption to make. Look, I don't need a bridge that's completely excessive. Something that's only partially excessive will do just fine. There we are. Loop that around there. I'm not even sure if I'm using this, but for the sake of completion and the fact that, if you played early on, it was impossible to get rid of these kind of connecting roads without first putting a bypass in place. So, it's kind of a nod towards I do kind of want to do it properly. It just allows you to do it in a different order. And the connecting roads obviously are only needed because you've used the wrong sort of road there, mate. Let's try that. Oh, okay. It is the right sort of road. Fine. Yeah, so it's a nod towards trying to do it properly, even though it's a fairly insane system. So let's look routes, shall we? And then just to set your expectations correctly, we won't run any trains down it today. We'll get that going next time. Likewise, I haven't finished. Oh, no. All right, in which case, let's do routes and running stuff down it next time. No, you haven't. Or have you? What? All right, you're heading through a tunnel there that is going to create a terrain alignment collision if I try and run anything up this other side. Supplemental, where the hell would I run it to anyway? Okay. Well, I mean, you go somewhere in the opposite direction. No, you don't. You don't go anywhere yet. This is a station to nowhere. And actually, it doesn't even have any routes it could go to. Oh, this is a waste of everybody's efforts and time. And basically, these 3 lines here, they're never going to go anywhere, are they? No, they're not. They're just not. This could be a 2-station, a 2-track station. There we go. I thought I was going to get through an entire episode without any bulldozing whatsoever. No, not bulldozing, flattening. A 0 flattening episode, but no, it's not going to be. If you play ball here, that should. Oh, thanks for that there, twitchy reflexes. Not really needed for this particular moment, though. There we are. You've done it again! Oh, God. One will remain calm. Once more. And breathe. Thanks very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. I shall smooth this out while I speak to you of what's going to occur next. What's going to occur next is we're going to take everything that we built today and we're going to turn it into, I don't know how many routes. I honestly don't. I think this station that I've recently placed 3 times, 4 if you count the original, this will become a nice little prosperous hub station. Especially if I, bus route it up and do all of that stuff that you're supposed to do to get things moving along. But there's some interesting stuff going on these other routes, and I'm going to have to make sure that we get the best out of them. And that's what we'll do in the next episode. Yes, we're going to be back in the States again, back in North America. Let's not denigrate our Canadian friends. Yes, we'll be back in the North American region once again next time round to hopefully get this somewhat, air quotes, finished. I have no idea where these routes go. They're all connected up, and they're connected up reasonably well, but I have no idea where they go. Fabulous. Okay, right, well, I'm going to tune in next time, whether you're here or not. I suggest you do too, and the best way to make sure you don't miss it is to subscribe. Yes, it is. And also, chuck us a like if you enjoyed this one. Well, very, very low on realistic progress here. What the hell are you talking about? Maybe we didn't run any trains, but that's a lot of steel you've plumbed into the landscape here. Well, that's my defense and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.